Sit. Sit. Give me a smile. Hey. Smile. Rena. Oh, good girl. Didn't get a smile from her this time. Hey there, Paul with Raven Creek Homestead. Beautiful, beautiful August day. It's August 15th. It's about 88 degrees today with relatively low humidity. Every other day so far this week was a heat wave. That bounced right off my head. It was 94 plus every day with a disgusting dew point and humidity. It was just miserable. It was like swimming through air. So glad that finally broke, and it's supposed to be beautiful. Tomorrow I'm going to be hiking with my oldest, so that's going to be good. Couple of things out here in the apiary. I'm really just prepping. I'm throwing up some bee escapes underneath the honey supers. My goldenrod popped hard and early, so I was really hoping to get some extra nectar because, quite honestly, my honey yield this year was horrible. I got 10 packages in the spring, and all said and done, I got like 130 pounds of honey off of 10 packages, and most of that was with drawn comb or semi-drawn comb. Man, I've been fighting some management issues out here. There was a couple of hives that did not want to stay queen right. There was a couple of hives that obviously underproduced. And the ones that did produced well. The honey is amazing as well. I just wish there was more of it. So, but I need to switch gears. It's mid-August. September is going to be here before I can even blink. And I got to switch. I got to make sure the hives are healthy and heavy going into winter. So I'm going to be pulling off honey supers. I'm going to be making sure to be adding frame feeders to any of the hives that don't have them. I might have to combine some of my splits and nukes to make sure that they're strong enough. I'm going to be feeding everybody sugar syrup over the next few days and continuing to do so until I consider them to be heavy enough. I also have a bunch of Hive Alive fondant patties that I'll be administering to the hives as well, giving to the hives. And really just want to make sure that the bees go into the winter the best way possible. Last year, I lost all 10 of my hives, and I cannot afford to do that again this year. And I don't want to do that this year. That was terrible. It was a horrible feeling. So I'm really doubling down in addition to mite treatments and checks and feeding and weights. I'm also going to be building some quilt boxes this year as well. So I'll show those off at some point once I actually start doing that process and get them built. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to go get some bee escapes on. And I don't know if I really gave a good visual on one of the bee escapes. By the way, I hope it's working out great. I got finally got a Bluetooth mic. The thing says it has a range of like 80 some odd feet as well, so that should really help out with some of the volume issues I've been having. So I had some leftover smart siding from, I don't know, one of my coop projects or something like that. And I used that to make, I think these were candy boards when I originally made them, but I only used those for one winter. Well, I got these 8-way bee escapes, I think off of Larrabee's. Probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but I think I got these at like 88 cents a piece. And so drilled a hole, a 2-inch hole. They already have, these I believe were originally, these shims were emery shims. So they already had a hole drilled in here as well. These 8-way bee escapes worked great. And if you have the spare wood and the spare parts, this plastic for 88 cents a pop, heck yeah, I'll do that all day long. So at any rate, I'm quit blabbing. I'm going to get to work. If you're tuning in, thank you for doing so. Give me a thumbs up or a like or a whistle, whatever you want to do. See ya. Now that's what I wanted to see. This is one of my splits from this year, and that entire top board was full of bees. So let's pop the top and see what they look like inside too. Oh, look at that. Wall to wall bees. So I'm really impressed and really happy with that. Good job, ladies. Good job. Something else pretty amazing happened on the second split here. I've been waiting for a queen to emerge, and she has. Now I have beautiful mated queen. Let's see if I can get that focused on. Look at her. Just gave her a mark. With these gloves on, I didn't trust myself picking her up. Look out, mama. Go ahead and open her up. Let her back out. Here we go. Good job. And she's got eggs galore going. There's larvae going to town in there. Get them fed, get them good. They'll hopefully be fat, happy, healthy, and heavy for winter soon. And we just keep going. Third split, mated queen. I am loving it. Gonna push her up there and get her marked here in a moment. This one had a bunch of, just foundation. So as I've been going through and pulling out some of the frames to make room for the frame feeders in the other hives, these guys are going to be getting full foundations, a lot of them with resources in them, so they'll be empowered right away. So today, probably be pretty quick in the apiary. I'm just out here real fast. Any of the supers have been up above the escapes now for 3 days. So I'm pulling out all the supers, and so all of those are coming out, and really this is just me shifting gears, making sure that, it's towards the second half of August now. We're into the second half of August. I really need to stop trying to get any amount of honey out of them and really just making sure the hives are heavy and strong. I think I talked about earlier in this video. I did reinforce Hive 7, so I might pop their top and see how they're doing. And then the other thing I'm going to be doing real quick is last week, or a few days ago in this video, I was showing you that my splits were doing good with queen, mated queen, mated queen, mated queen. This one has virgin queens in it. This one has a mated queen in it. This one, although I need a better marker, no Q, no queen. So I'm probably going to do a combine with the hive that's right over here because I want to have really good population in it. It's funny because I'm going to do a newspaper combine, except I don't have any newspaper. Not to have a back in my day moment, but I used to have newspaper always in the house growing up. It's weird that that's something now that might have been taken for granted. There's just not that much newspaper around anymore, and I forgot to grab some while I was out and about today. So I got paper towels instead. Might make a mess, but I'll go ahead and do that with paper towels. Maybe I'll show you that here too. I thought this was cool because these ladies are doing their washboarding, doing their little bee dance. Good looking bees right there. All right, I got to admit, this looks pretty cool. It's not useful at all, but that's a lot of fresh wax that they drew on this. I'm glad they're making it. I just wish they were making it in better places. So before I do any type of combine here, I want to double check that there is in fact no queen in this hive. You can see where I marked Q for queen cell. And they have a good population. So let's see what's going on. If they have a queen cell, I might just let them be. Food stores. Foundation they're drawing out. There's a cell that was never charged. I got all kinds of larvae in here. So there's a queen somewhere. I'm just not seeing her. Let's see if we can find her. She's probably on the next frame because this one's literally full of eggs and larvae. I think I had a little bit of a checkerboard going on in here, so it might be the next drawn frame. Oh, look at that. Mated queen. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hopefully that's in frame. But I gotta go find my queen color cage here, which is right here. I still got eyes on her. Go ahead and see if I can do a thorax pinch here. If not, I'll just corral her in, which is usually what ends up happening. So yeah, got her corralled. And I'll go ahead and get her marked up. Pretty good on that. Pretty stoked. Don't even have to do a combine. Every split I did this year was successful so far. Let's get them healthy. Let's get them heavy. And then I'll be happy. This is awesome. So this right here is my duck run. It's about 100 feet long. Goes down over that way, past the little pond that's in there. It's about 35 feet wide. My goal today is I have a 50 by 50 foot bird net, and I'm basically, over as much as I can, basically going to be making a circus tent out of that bird net. I have some electrical conduit, PVC electrical conduit, that I'm going to be using as a center pole that's going to be anchored into a pallet. I got all kinds of stuff that makes sense in my brain, but sometimes what's shown in my brain versus what actually happens, by sometimes, I mean most of the time, it doesn't really go as well as I picture it. But this, though, I'm sure this will go super smooth. Let's see.